Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. The fiercest showdown of the year didn't take place in a boxing ring, but inside a hospital room. The headline match, Claressa Shields vs. Remy Ma before bags hanging, nurses rushing, and the air filled with frantic cries, "You stole him from me!" Yes, you heard that right. In what could easily be one of the most jaw-dropping moments in hip-hop history, leaked footage reveals Claressa Shields storming into Remy Ma's hospital room. Grabbing her by the wrist, Shields confronts her with a furious accusation that she took Papoose away from her. And here's where things take an even crazier turn. Remy Ma was hooked up to a heart monitor during the entire confrontation. So, what exactly drove Claressa to snap like that? What secret was Remy holding onto even while lying vulnerable in a hospital bed? And perhaps the biggest mystery, why did security just stand by frozen while chaos erupted in front of nurses, shocked patients, and a wide-eyed janitor who's now gone viral with 200,000 TikTok followers? This wasn't just a scandal, it was a full-on spectacle, all of it captured on camera. And now that the footage is out, what it reveals is far more explosive than anyone could have imagined. Grab your popcorn and get ready, because this footage is about to break the internet. Picture the scene. A dimly lit hospital room, machines beeping steadily in the background, and a woman lying weakly in bed hooked up to IVs and monitors. But this isn't just any patient, it's Remy Ma. Meanwhile, barreling down the hallway like a storm is none other than Claressa Shields. No gloves on her fists this time, but the rage in her eyes speaks louder than any title fight she's ever been in. It's 2:47 a.m., and the private wing of Mount Sinai Hospital is seconds away from total chaos. Policies, gone. Professionalism, out the window. Not even the front desk clipboard is safe. Claressa Shields burst into that hospital room, driven by the intensity of a woman who believed everything she had worked for had been torn away. And now, she was determined to reclaim it. According to confidential sources, Clarissa had just uncovered undeniable proof, screenshots, voice memos, and everything else that Papoose had been secretly visiting Remy Ma. But it wasn't out of pity. It was intentional, romantic, and deeply personal. Clarissa had supported Papoose through his pain, through his therapy, and even through those vulnerable moments on BET. Yet, what no one knew was that, despite all of that, Papoose had never truly let go of Remy. With Remy fragile in that hospital bed, Clarissa stormed in, consumed by a burning sense of betrayal. What followed was all recorded on a nurse's personal phone. Because let's face it, when chaos strikes, there's always someone nearby ready to capture it. Clarissa wasted no time. She moved toward Remy's bedside, leaned in with a stare so cold it could melt metal, and then shouted the words that would set social media on fire. "You took him from me. He was mine. You knew exactly what you were doing, even while lying there in that bed." Remy, barely able to keep her eyes open from exhaustion, remained silent. The heart monitor beeped frantically, and a nurse gasped off camera, but Clarissa wasn't backing down. Her voice sliced through the thick silence. "He was never truly out of your heart, was he?" she shouted. "All those nights I stayed by his side, he was texting you secretly under the covers." Imagine lying in a hospital bed, connected to heart monitors, undergoing treatment, when suddenly your ex's new partner accuses you of manipulating emotions. This wasn't a physical altercation. Clarissa didn't throw punches. She wielded her words like daggers, cutting through Remy emotionally, verbally, and spiritually. It was a battle, but not one of fists. It was a war for the soul. Remy didn't attempt to defend herself. Instead, she just stared, almost as if she had been waiting for it to happen. A nurse who witnessed it described the scene like this. It was as if a ghost had realized it had haunted the wrong house. The spark that ignited this fire. Earlier that evening, Papoose, Remy's past, had been at the hospital, holding her hand and crying. When Clarissa saw footage of that moment, she lost control. She stormed into Remy's room, confronting her with a fury that shook the hospital. And now the internet is split. Team Clarissa stands firm on the belief that loyalty should never be compromised, while Dumbra Justice for Remy rallies to protect her from what they call an ambush. As for Papoose, he has remained silent, posting only cryptic messages, adding fuel to the growing speculation. His silence only deepens the mystery and heightens the drama surrounding it all. This isn't the first time Remy has been accused of emotional manipulation. Back in 2022, rumors circulated about her involvement with Easy the Block Captain. but she quickly dismissed them. Now, old interviews and deleted tweets are resurfacing, reigniting the flames of suspicion. A 2023 red carpet interview has fans questioning her intentions, especially after she made a cryptic statement. "I believe in unfinished business. Love is just the excuse we use." So, was Remy's hospital visit a strategic move? A calculated attempt to reclaim Papoose after Clarissa grew too comfortable in the relationship? Or was it simply fate? As Clarissa stormed out of the room, shouting, "Tell the world the truth!" Remy's heart monitor flatlined for a brief moment. Before the nurses rushed in, Remy whispered something chilling. She was never supposed to know. That one sentence sent shockwaves through social media, flipping the entire narrative on its head and sparking an avalanche of speculation. Less than 12 hours after the confrontation, Claressa Shields broke her silence with a raw, unfiltered Instagram Live. No makeup, hoodie on, and a stare that seemed to pierce through the screen. The world expected an apology, or at least some hint of remorse, but what they got instead was a verbal firestorm. "I don't regret a damn thing," Clarissa declared, locking eyes with the camera. "I walked into that hospital because the truth deserves a witness. Remy's been playing chess with people's hearts, and I just flipped the board. Over. 400K people tuned in live, and millions more replayed her powerful words." Clarissa claimed she'd been manipulated by both Papoose and Remy, defending Remy against rumors for months. But when she saw the footage of Papoose and Remy together in that hospital, it was a game changer. Clarissa accused Remy of using her illness as a shield to keep her quiet, playing on people's sympathy. She even dropped a bombshell by playing a voice note from Papoose during the live stream, allegedly saying, "I need to make peace with her before it's too late." Fans went into a frenzy tagging the Shade Room, while Remy's camp went into complete lockdown mode. Fat Joe unfollowed her, and cryptic tweets flooded social media. Meanwhile, Papoose stayed eerily silent, posting only an old photo with Remy, adding even more layers of confusion to the already chaotic situation. The situation took a surprising twist when a former Mount Sinai nurse anonymously leaked security reports to a gossip site. The documents revealed that Remy Ma's visitor list had been changed several times that night. Clarissa's name was removed by Remy's new PR manager, and 50 cents was added. Cent, wearing a hoodie and accompanied by two men, entered the hospital and stayed for 22 minutes. He left carrying a sealed envelope. Fans are now wondering what was inside. Legal documents, a will, or something tied to an unreleased album Remy had worked on with 50 Cent. Meanwhile, Clarissa's fans have started a petition for transparency. To make matters even more complex, an insider leaked a screenshot of a group chat with Remy's team, showing a message that read, "Let her come, it'll sell the story." Could the hospital confrontation have been orchestrated? Fans are now questioning everything. Remy Ma's career had been struggling. Her podcast appearances were steady, but her music releases had slowed, and her fan base was waning. But now, she's back in the spotlight, not just for the drama, but for issues of survival, betrayal, and power. But here's the twist. New footage has emerged showing Remy wiping away tears during the hospital clash, leading some to question whether she truly deserved the public embarrassment while still in recovery. But recovery from what? New reports now suggest that Remy was being treated for emotional exhaustion, not a life-threatening condition, which raises doubts that she intentionally allowed rumors of her impending death to spread, even persuading fans that Papoose was saying a final farewell. Enter Clarissa, who might have fallen straight into a carefully set trap. Was she the antagonist, or the courageous one willing to reveal a prearranged narrative? 2 days later, Clarissa held a press briefing, flanked by her lawyers and coach, dropping shocking proof. Screenshots, videos, and even a damaging clip of her ranting about Remy. This wasn't just about heartbreak, it was obsession. The internet went wild, with Nas Cancel Clarissa trending and influencers shifting their support away from her. Here's the real twist. The explosive video of Clarissa wasn't secretly filmed, it was leaked by Remy's manager. An email chain showed that Remy's team had been preparing for this drama for weeks, with a detailed media timeline, upload, plan, and podcast spots to ride the wave. But they didn't anticipate Clarissa's fiery reaction. Her heated confrontation threw everything off balance, making Remy seem vulnerable and victimized. Exactly the opposite of the comeback image she sought. Now, 3 sides are in conflict. Clarissa claims she was deceived, humiliated, and lied. to by both Papoose and Remy. Remy says she was ambushed during a personal medical crisis. Papoose? His silence is fueling guilt speculation. Enter 50 Cent, who can never resist stirring things up. He tweeted with his usual shade, stating, "Y'all fighting over Pap like he dropped Get Rich or Die Tryin'," and posted an old photo with Remy, captioned, "She always had taste, just bad timing." Legal teams are now involved, with Mount Sinai reviewing security footage, and both Clarissa and Remy filing lawsuits. Meanwhile, Papoose broke his silence with a tearful video admitting he failed both women. "I'm drowning in it," he said. "The chaos just keeps escalating." The video hit 1 million views in just an hour. Fans were divided. Some praised the raw honesty, while others slammed him for showing emotional weakness. But one thing was clear. This was no longer just a story of betrayal. It had become a tale of 3 lives shattered by love, lies, and fame. And as the fallout continues, here's what we know. Remy Ma is reportedly recovering at a private facility outside New York and is considering writing a memoir titled Unfinished Bars. She's also planning to relaunch her podcast, promising a detailed account of her side. Clarissa is stepping back from boxing, but rumors say she's signed a deal with a major streaming service to share her version of events, including exclusive footage and personal journal entries. As for Papoose, he's gone off the radar again. No social media, no statements, just a playlist he shared before disappearing, filled with breakup ballads and heartbreak anthems. The first track, X Factor by Lauryn Hill. Of course. And now, the world waits. Deep down, we know this isn't the end. More clips will emerge, more secrets will be uncovered, and when they do, we'll be here, analyzing every detail, interpreting every hidden message, every "you weren't supposed to know," because that's what we do. And there you have it. A hospital confrontation, leaked voice memos, a viral press conference, and one man at the center, silent as the chaos unfolds. But if you think this ends here, you're mistaken. Was Clarissa really the antagonist, or just a heartbroken figure under the spotlight? Did Remy set this up for a media comeback, or was she merely a pawn? And where's Papoose now? This scandal is far from over. We've got more proof, audio leaks, and Remy's memoir promising even more twists. Stay tuned. At Gossip Spill TV, we don't chase fame, we reveal the truth.